All right, guys, thanks for joining the webinar today. I'm going to try to make this real simple and fast for you guys today. The simplicity of this program, and I just want to make it understood how you work with your new agents. And now I've even stumbled upon the fact that we can use this with pre-licensees. Why not get these people in school up and running prior to them joining and get them understanding how to run a business like a business and start building a business plan, get all those things going. And by the time they get out, there's no way they're not going to choose your market center. So you capitalize on all of those people in the school. And then there's also the agents that walk in that you do bring on. So you have a brand new licensee. And I want to talk about these two in specific is to what I want. The best practice for this is to have the staff work with them. So in the orientation or whatever it may be, when you meet with them, whoever is championing the commitment to excellence, sit with them and set up their account at that time. So that way they get it set up right, and you can share it back to yourself. You can share it with your team leader. You can share it with a productivity coach. You can share it with whoever you want to in your market center. So now you guys have access to that anywhere, anytime. So that is the key to these two types of agents is pre-licensees. Get them up and running on this before they finish school. They'll never choose another company over your company, that you're training them even before they get into the industry. And I promise you, at that moment, they're at their most excited to get into this business, so they're going to be all over this stuff. The brand new agents, you'll win these over every time because you have a complete roadmap for them. So set up their stuff, that way you can monitor their program. The reason why I recommend doing it that way versus you uploading the file into your master account and sharing it with them is because eventually they're going to be off of you monitoring them, and this gives them full control over who they can share it with. So if they eventually hire a coach or build a team, they can then share it out. So that just gives them the control. Now the existing agents, and this is where it is so crucial to take care of these agents in your market center, because we want to capitalize on getting their business sustainable so they're not having roller coaster years, roller coaster months, and you give them a tool that tracks their business like no other. And I promise you, when I do meet with people and do trainings, the people that jump all over this the most are the top producers in the market center, because they get it. They know how important it is to track your numbers, and they know that there's never been a system that will allow them to track their numbers, so they really haven't done a good job of it. Now you give them a tool that is simple and fast and easy for them to do, they're going to jump all over it, and now you just help their business, because now they can, we know all the top producers in this industry know their numbers. They didn't get there by chance. They got there because they knew their numbers and they knew how to get there. Now we're helping our agents that want to get to the next level. We give them the tools to take their business to the next level. And you take an agent making 100 grand a year and you teach them how to make 200 grand a year, and they do it, I promise you they are going to find anybody in that community and refer them to you to get over to our company. So now you've empowered them to recruit for you. And same with your teams. The teams aspect of this is just massive for you guys to capitalize on. So you get your team set up on this. This will track everything for the team, track all the buyers agents, all the listing agents, tracks all their production all in one spot. So now you can truly build a team the way you want. There's so many times I've seen agents try to build a team and they'll do it for 6 months and they'll, yeah, that's not for me. I couldn't do it. It was too much. Now you get these agents that kind of hit their ceiling of achievement as an individual agent. Now with this system, they can just bring on a buyer's agent or bring on an admin and build that team and actually do it systematically where they don't fail. So if they fail at it, it's basically because maybe that's just not meant to be, but now they have the system to actually do it. So what we want to do is email these two types of agents in your market center and get them up and running on it as soon as you can, because now once they start using it and see their business grow and the benefit of tracking their numbers, which they already know they have to do or should be doing, now they're going to be the voice of your market center, telling all the agents that are kind of in that lost area, well, make sure you're on this program and utilizing this and tracking your numbers. It'll tell you how to get to where you want to go. It walks you through everything. Get your ALC onto the program, because the ALC members usually take the brunt of the frustrations in your market center or whatever it may be. Well, now if somebody's frustrated with their production, the ALC member gets the question or gets that feedback from the agent. The first thing they're going to say is, well, are you out in the commitment to excellence? Are you tracking your business? Are you actually doing the activities that lead to the results. And at that point, it's just a no-brainer. Well, I'm not on that. I'm not doing it. I'm just, you know, and some people play the victim so much. This takes away all the excuses. This is one thing that I found with this program. It eliminates the excuses. No longer can the agents come to you and blame you or blame. If you want to be successful in this industry or in this business, this program gives you the complete roadmap to do it. And if you don't and you're unsuccessful, I honestly believe it's truly on yourself at that point, because you were given the systems and tools to do it. And I know not everybody will this work for, because not everybody is cut out for this industry, and not everybody wants to go to a high level. So the agents that are comfortable at whatever they're at, they probably will never track their numbers, and they don't care to, because they don't care to get to the next level. But these people, we want to get this in their hands. And then at that point, if they're in, they can share it with the team leader, and then the team leader can have accountability with them to help grow their business. They can share it with a productivity coach. Anything that they want, they can share it with their MAPS coach. I can't tell you how many people I'm getting calling me about the MAPS coach saying, where did you get that program? I've never seen that before, and that looks pretty cool. Get this thing into their hands. I promise you, you will change your market center. You will now have an army of people recruiting for you. And I just want to touch on that real quick about how this is going to change your market center. Because I still get feedback, and it blows my mind, but it's my own problem. I'll figure it out, where people will say the $89 a month is too much for our market center. I'm like, this is not meant to be an expense to your market center. This is meant that $89 is meant to help me keep building this thing to make it better for you and give me the ability to actually do this. And then you get the return on the investment, because now you have producers producing at a higher level. You're bringing on more agents. You're transitioning faster and smoother, and production's going way up. That's what this thing's meant to do. And your return on investment, I'll show you real quick what it looks like. If your market center had a $20,000 cap in this program, I promise you, you will be getting in dialogue with the top producers in your market center, because now you have something of massive value to show them. Recruit one capper, that's $20,000 to your market center. That is a 1,700% return on investment. Commitment to Excellence is $89 a month for your market center. That's it. There's no other fees. That comes to just over $1,000 for the year. You recruit one capper, it pays for it for 20 years. If you do nothing else, so in 20 years you recruit one capper, the program is paid for 20 years. Now, if they stay with you, every year they pay that cap, it's paid for another 20 years. So if that capper's there for 2 years, they just paid you $40,000. You paid for it for 40 years. The cost on this is so minimal. I want you guys to be able to see the value in this. Recruit one half capper. This is a no-brainer now. Your dialogue with half cappers that are kind of at that, they can't get any farther in their business, well, you now have the tool to take them to the next level. And one half capper is $10,000 for your market center, and that pays for it for 10 years. One quarter capper, you show this to an agent that's kind of struggling out there at another company, it's a no-brainer. You're going to be able to recruit these people with ease now, and you do that with one, and it's $5,000 in your market center's pocket, pays for the program for 5 years, and there's, again, no way you're not going to be able to do that. Move one half capper to a full capper. There's three aspects of this I want to talk about: recruit, train, retain. So we recruit, that was the first section here. Now we're going to train our agents to become better, because we all have that pocket of half cappers that just can't quite get to the next level. The reason why they can't get to the next level is they don't know how to. They don't know their numbers that led to where they're at and what they need to tweak to get to the next level. Now they will know. So if you have any half cappers that want to go to the next level, they will be able to do it no problem with this system. If you have the half cappers that are fine with the half cap, that's fine. Some people just, that's where I want to be, I'm okay with that. I don't want any more work. If you move one quarter capper, and this usually is the largest amount of agents in our office, is the quarter cap pool that kind of sit down there and flounder. Some of them work part-time, but now you give them the ability to focus their business, and if they truly want to build a business and run their own business, they will be able to now, and you're going to be able to move quarter cappers to half cappers and even all the way to full cappers. That's $5,000 to your market center. That pays for 5 years. Recruit, train, and now retain. We talk about this all the time, and I'm not a team leader and I'm an MCA. I'm still an MCA, and I sometimes really feel bad for the team leaders, because there is so much pressure on you to recruit, because the back door is too wide open. We have to recruit so much because to net something, we have to recruit 10. And I just think that is just, it blows my mind. And that's what I'm trying to change in this company, is tightening up that back door. If we give these people value and systems and models and teach them how to run a business like a business, they'll never leave us. So you retain one capper, that's $20,000 to your market center. 1,700% return on investment, pays for it for 20 years. Your top producers are not going to leave you when you teach them to run a business like a business. A half capper, $10,000 to your market center. If you retain one of them, and again, we're giving them so much value by teaching them to run their business and know their numbers. Every class you go to, I'm not trying to revolutionize the message, I'm trying to revolutionize the product. The message has already been out there. We hear it all the time. We go to family reunion and we all get back and I hear, what are you going to do now? Oh, I'm going to track my numbers. I went to Gary's class. He said I need to know my numbers. And the message has been drilled in us. I'm trying to create the system to do it and give this to you to capitalize on. Again, it's $89 a month. That's all you're paying up, and it opens up all of these avenues of recruiting. So now, you team leader, you have an army of recruiters because you are building careers worth having and businesses worth owning. You're building that by giving them this system and model. So some more facts here real quick. Onboard all of your agents, takes care of all that, takes all of your existing agents' production level to a new level and to the level they desire. And I can't tell you how much I want to simplify this. You have those agents that want to go to that next level. How hard is it to get them to the next level if you truly don't know their business? If we just tell them to, well, get on the phone more and call more, get on the phone, lead generate more, and you'll get to the next level. That's not how we get to the next level. We get to the next level by knowing our numbers and tracking them and running that business. That way, when you're a team leader, you can say, okay, well, here's where you're struggling. You are doing the lead generation. You're doing a great job of it, but your conversion rates are lacking. Let's work on that versus just going back to the lead generate more, lead generate more. So now you have new recruits, now bring others with them. This is so powerful to be able to bring on a big hitter in your market and take that momentum, because you bring them on board and you have an absolute smooth transition. This changes that, and now you take that momentum and they have a great experience and they have this system that shows them how to track their business like they've never seen before. You darn right they're going to talk to the people at their previous company and bring them with them, or at least get you in the dialogue with them. There's no way they don't. So now you get that momentum from the new recruits. Your existing agents, you're now taking their business to a new level that they've never seen before, and it's systematized where they can duplicate it every single year. You do that to your existing agents, they're going to be talking to the other agents. There's no way they're not. And now you open up the dialogue. So you have so many more avenues of income coming to your market center. And when you're at a 80 market center count and you want to get to 200, this will take you there and beyond. So with that being said, I want to talk about, I just showed you real quick how you're going to set up the program with your agents, your pre-licensees and new agents. You work with them, set up their account, and then share it back to you so you can monitor their progress and help coach them and get them up and running as fast as possible. Your existing agents, you simply give them the program. You email it out as an attachment, they download it, and then they upload it into their online CTE account that they create through Microsoft. And then they're up and running, and now you're utilizing them as to help grow their business. The thing I want to talk about real quick, and I didn't have it open here on the screen, is I'm just going to jump to my website here, iwantexcellence.com. There's another piece to the program that I want to make sure you guys know about, and that is the transitioning tracker for the offices. So we have the Commitment to Excellence, which gets the agent up and running with everything they need to do. But there is an online CTE transition tracker for offices, and it's part of the package that you guys are paying for. So let's make sure we're utilizing it. And what it is it tracks all those duties that we have when somebody comes on board. All the tasks the front desk has to do, all the stuff the MCA, the transitioning coordinator. We all have duties when an agent comes on board today, and they're all due within a certain time frame. And as the team leader, you make a lot of promises to those recruits that this is going to go smooth. We're going to take your business, we're going to move it over here, and we're going to take you to a new level. So they say yes, and now you're in panic mode because it's like, oh boy, I just made a lot of promises. I hope we have the systems in place that actually make this come true. Because if I bring them over and we falter on the transition, they go back, they're going to tell everybody at that office, and now we go through the issue of trying to re-engage with those people because we just lost that entire office, because they're going to tell everybody about how bad the transition went. So let's take care of that transition. How this works is the program is here for you to download it, and I want to show you what it looks like. So if I go into my OneDrive, so download it, and then you upload it into the cloud, and then you can share it with your staff members. But what it does is CTE transition tracker. So here's our transition tracker, or a demo one I did for the webinar. Is when you open it up, it comes to your staff members. So enter in all of your staff members' names that are involved in the transition. Then you have the transition section here, and this simplifies everything and color codes it. So if you bring on this, here's an example of 11 agents in the month of January. That is a lot of work for our staff, and it's a lot of checks and balances, and we need to make sure everything gets done smoothly. Now you have it. So you put the agent's name in here. So I'll just show you what new agent. I put in their license number, so I have that on hand, and their join date was 1/28. And now it's going to populate and tell me everything that's due, and then I can mark stuff done as I do it, and it will turn green. I can see in pink anything that's an overdue task, because all of my tasks are over here on the left-hand side, and they're due within blank days of them joining. So you put the days and assign to. You assign the task to whoever. So if that's June, then it'll color code it to June. If it's Jennifer, it will color code it to her. If it's Dan's task, it will color code it to Dan. Everything's color coded, so Jennifer can see her task. Everything that she's done it with every agent, but these last 4 she needs to get it done with. So green is done, yellow is it's not done, but it's not overdue, and red is an overdue task. And you have a completion meter right up top, so I can see how complete we are on each one of these transitions. So we're 98% done with Renee, and we can scroll down and find out what we're not done with. Well, we're not done with this. And then Jennifer says she's got that done. Now we're 100% done with that transition. So as a team leader, I can pull this up at any given moment and see how the transitions are going. So I add as many tasks as I want, and I can just keep adding them here on the left-hand side. Put days due. I can sort it by days due. So if I can sort it there, I can sort it by name. So I want to go ascending, so they're all in the right order. You could do it that way. It doesn't matter however you want to sort it. But then I can see how's June doing. She's getting everything done. She only has 1 overdue task right now. She hasn't created their buyer packet. So I'll have a dummy checklist in here for you, but you can enter in your own tasks and assign it to whoever. So now when we get those big hitters or any transitioning agent, we don't have to worry about did we get everything done. You can open this up. It's all web-based. I can be in here. June can be in here. Jennifer can be in here. Dan can be in here. We can all be in here at the same time doing our work because it's all online web-based. So then I have all of their information. It tells me how long they've been here. So Barb's been here 10 days as of today. Here's her phone number because we also put that in here. I can give her a quick call and see how her first 10 days have been. So it'll always update every single day with how long they've been here, and as the days go by, tasks will become overdue. So nothing is overdue on this. If this was due within 0 days, I'll have some overdue tasks. There it is, it's overdue. And then once I mark that complete, there we go. So I can see anything in red. There's a lot of overdue tasks here with Barb, and here they are. So we haven't done those tasks yet. So everything in one spot, and you can just keep adding and adding and adding more and more and more. Not only will it transition the agents in, unfortunately we do have the transition out, and there's usually a lot of things checks and balances we need to do to make sure we get them removed from the proper systems. So transition out, here they are. So if I add in Jane agent, and I put in that she left on 1-28. Now our checklist comes in here. It says remove from Winmore. That's Cal's job. I say, yep, I did that. Remove from Account Edge. Now, yep, I did that. Now we're becoming a complete system in our market center. Because how much time and energy do we end up spending on transitioning in and transitioning out because we don't have a great system for it? Now we're a machine. Now we can focus our energy on other areas because we have this taken care of and nailed. So make sure you guys are utilizing this on your staff end. So again, it's gonna be a quick webinar today. I'm gonna answer a few questions here, but for your new agents, all you're doing is setting up their account, your existing agents, you're emailing it out to them, giving them the ability to share with a team leader, a coach, whoever they want, and at any given moment, maybe they go out of productivity coaching, they can unshare it with the productivity coach, and now they no longer have access to their data. So it's set up the new agents accounts, get it in the hands of your existing agents. It will change their business forever, and then you empower them to help you build the market center to a higher level. And then make sure you go to iwantexcellence.com, download this file here for you guys to utilize this online transition tracker for your staff, for everything that you guys need to take care of. And I want to touch on one last item here, and then I'm going to answer a few questions that come in on the webinar, and that is OneDrive. It's going to go into a demo account. For your market center, this is also built in. So when a new agent comes on board, you want them to do certain things inside the market center. That is built in here. I'll show you how to actually do this. So in the training center, we train them on all the systems from KW, but you have, hey, they need to join the MLS, they need to meet with the RALC, they need to meet with our mortgage company, they need to do 10 or 15 different things for our market center specifically to us. So if you guys go in here, you guys can add in those tasks, and as you add tasks, it gives you more rows. So you just keep adding and adding, and it will give you more and more rows. And then you can add in, that's due within 5 days of you joining. This is due within 10 days of you joining. And let's say their start date was 1-2022. So they've been here for 7 days. This should no longer be red. Anything more than 7 will be red, and anything else will stay gray until it becomes overdue. So then I can jump in here as I'm monitoring the transition and see if they haven't done anything and if anything is overdue, which is in red. Their foundation is here. Everything walks them step by step, keeps them on path. It unlocks the advanced training, but they have to earn that. And not only earn it, but it also keeps the overwhelmed fire hose thing that happens. So if they saw Ignite over here, which it is over here, it'll unlock once they earn it. They would immediately jump to Ignite and forget all of this stuff. They would learn something in Ignite, and they say, that's awesome, I want to do that in my business, and they go to try and do it, and then they would come back here and realize, oh, wow, I don't have that set up, I can't implement that in my business. Then they come to you with frustration, why isn't this set up right? Now you never have to worry about it. They just stay on the roadmap, and things unlock as they go. So now they're coming on board, they learn things, they can implement them because they have their foundational pieces set up properly. So that is that. The questions that have come in. Number one, can I use this in Google Drive? Believe me, I tried everything I could do to make it work in Google, but Google's online platform is nowhere near what Microsoft's does. And once you get to this many formulas going on, the system gets sluggish with Google, and it doesn't work. The links don't work. Everything is weird when you click on things in Google. So it does have to be done in OneDrive. There's no way to make something like this in Google at this point. So it does not work in there. The other questions do we have? Oh, if somebody leaves, how does it get shut off? What are my responsibilities? Because this is exclusive to KW. How do I prevent them from taking it to another company and running with it there? You don't have to worry about any of that. I have some roadblocks set up inside the system that I will get notifications of, and I will take care of shutting off systems when people leave the company. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to email me that they left the company. I will go to the proper channels to find that information out, and you guys don't have to worry about it. So what would be nice, because it does stay on for a little while. They go to their new, let's say they did transition, they go there, they say, look at the system I stole from their company, it does all this stuff. They show a bunch of their agents, and eventually it shuts off. Then those, now not only have you informed those other agents of what it does, that agent themselves can be frustrated because they had a business tracker that they can no longer utilize and they want to utilize, because there is nothing that tracks business this simple, this powerful, this clean, this easy in this industry. And it's staying exclusive to KW thanks to you guys supporting it. As long as that keeps happening, I'm going to keep it that way. I don't see any reason not to. So that is that. The other questions here. Let's see if we have anything else that's coming in. Don't see anything else coming in. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'll have this posted onto the website, and then next week, obviously no webinar with Family Reunion. I do have some tools coming for you team leaders. It is so close to being done. I have hit a little delay. I had got sidetracked with a few things, but there are going to be some awesome tool for you. And I'll give you a quick little preview. I'll spit it out versus show it to you. And basically what it's going to do is track all of your lead generation, just like an agent, all of your leads, all of your agents in your pipeline. It's going to track all of that. It's going to track everything that's been referred to you by any agent in your market center. They're going to come to you and say, hey, I gave you 5 leads last month. Where are they at? What's going on with them? And in 1 second, you'll be able to pull it up and show them exactly what you've done, when's the next time you're going to be talking to them, and where you're at in the process with that person. And then you'll be able to email it to them on a weekly basis if you want to. You can do it however you want, but at any given moment, you can show exactly what you've done with that recruit for them. So now they trust you. They give you a lead. They see you're working on it. They're going to give you more leads. And then obviously when you start converting them, that will definitely win them over for giving you more leads. It's going to give you a massive, very, very powerful dashboard that is going to rank all of your agents in your market center, who's referred people, whose referrals are turning into actual conversions. My ALC, where are they at into referring people to me? How are they ranking? And are they good leads that I'm getting? And how am I doing myself at converting leads? How many people do I have to meet with before I can convert? It's going to give you all the real-time data, and it's going to show you the dollar value of your people you're talking to. So maybe you're in dialogue with 10 cappers. How much money does that mean to the market center? And how would that change your bonus? I'm gonna have some systems in there that'll track. You can enter in your own bonus structure, so you can see how much money you could make if you did certain things, and if you tweaked a few different percentages, how much would that mean to the market center, and how much would that mean to myself as a team leader? How much would that mean to my pocketbook, and how much would it mean to my agent's profit share? It's going to track that as well. There's going to be some really cool stuff, and again, it's just going to be simple entry for you. The formulas will do all the work. All right, so family reunion next week. Travel safe. And we'll most likely see most of you down there. Again, I do not have a booth. It is just me. People ask that all the time. It's like, does your company have a booth? Well, it's just me right now. And hopefully by next year, I get this thing to a point where it is bigger and I can do that. But as of right now, I'll just be down there as an MCA. And then the following week, my plan is to do the webinar with the new team leader tools. So stay tuned on that. I'll keep you posted if I can plow through. I got a few projects I need to get done and transmittal, but I'll work as hard as I can to get these things out to you guys. Thanks again and have a great day.